In the heart of an unforgiving wilderness, a ghostly figure emerges, a white lion, a rare and majestic anomaly against the rust-colored savanna. But what should be a symbol of purity and power is instead a living tableau of decay and torment. Across its once pristine coat sprawls a grotesque tapestry of barnacle-like growths, grotesquely fused to flesh in a horrific wound that pulses with dark, infected misery. This is no ordinary affliction. It is a barnacle infestation, a biological horror story writ large across the body of a creature both regal and ravaged. The white lion limps through its domain, burdened by parasitic hitchhikers that anchor themselves mercilessly to its skin, their calcified shells grinding and scraping as the animal moves, exacerbating the festering damage beneath. Barnacles, those seemingly innocuous crustaceans better known for clinging to the hulls of boats or the shells of crabs, have here taken a sinister evolutionary detour. Instead of a maritime cling, they latch onto mammalian flesh, exploiting weaknesses in the skin to burrow and entwine. The infested lion's wound is a site of nightmare induction. Layers of keratinized plates, sharp and unyielding, press into raw flesh, while beneath, the tissue decays in moist, fetid layers. Each barnacle is a fortress, a biological parasite that devours more than just nutrients. It steals the lion's dignity and health. In the heart of an unforgiving wilderness, where survival is a merciless dance between predator and prey, an unsettling spectacle emerges. A white lion, regal in its rarity, now marred by a grotesque yet fascinating affliction. This is no ordinary injury. It is a horrific wound, festering with the relentless invasion of barnacles, creatures more commonly known to cling to the shells of ocean dwellers than the flesh of a terrestrial monarch. Yet here, in a twist of nature's macabre play, these barnacles have embedded themselves in the lion's suffering hide. At first glance, the sight is jarring. Crusted clusters of calcified plates encrust the lion's skin, their sharp-edged carapaces jutting out like grotesque crowns of decay. These arthropods, seemingly out of place on the mammalian host, create a patchwork of irritation and infection, each barnacle acting like a tiny fortress anchored deep into wounded flesh. The skin beneath is raw, inflamed, and oozing, a victim of both the animal's attempts to heal and the parasite's insistent grip. The wound is both a battleground and a prison, trapping the lion in a state of chronic pain that dulls its might and mocks its survival instincts. Barnacles, typically harmless marine hitchhikers, have found an unlikely haven on this white lion due to a combination of environmental chaos and sheer biological coincidence. These creatures are sessile crustaceans, equipped with hard, calcareous shells that protect their soft bodies inside. They attach themselves permanently to almost any underwater surface, ships' hulls, rocks, and even whales. But the transition to a terrestrial host is a nightmare scenario. The lion's wound provides the perfect gateway: moist, nutrient-rich tissue exposed by injury, offering the barnacle larvae a rare chance to settle and grow. Their presence here is a sign of disturbance, a symptom of habitat upheaval, climate shifts, or perhaps human interference, which has blurred the lines between marine and terrestrial ecosystems. The infestation process is as grotesque as it is fascinating. Barnacle larvae, carried on the wind or brought by waterlogged debris, sense the chemical signals of injury and vulnerability. Finding the lion's open sore, they cement themselves using a powerful natural adhesive that defies removal, then rapidly secrete their plates as they mature. Each barnacle operates independently, yet multiplied, forming a hive-like colony that suckles on the lion's tissue fluids, exacerbating the damage. The injury fails to heal, becoming a festering hub of bacterial infection, necrosis, and chronic discomfort. The lion's fur around the wound is matted with dried pus and blood, creating a grim tapestry of neglect and biological warfare. The barnacle's grip. In the vast, shadowy depths of the ocean, a colossal creature glides through the water, its majestic form a testament to the wonders of nature. But beneath the surface, a horror unfolds. A whale, once a symbol of grace, now bears the grotesque mark of a barnacle infestation. This is not just any barnacle. It is a horrific wound, a gaping maw of flesh and shell, where thousands of these tiny crustaceans have latched onto the whale's skin, creating a grotesque tapestry of life and decay. As we delve into this dark reality, we are confronted with the unsettling truth of nature's brutality, where beauty and horror coexist in a delicate balance. Barnacles, those seemingly innocuous creatures, are relentless hitchhikers of the ocean. They begin their lives as free-swimming larvae, drifting through the water until they find a suitable host. In their quest for a home, they latch onto unsuspecting whales, their hard shells forming a protective fortress around their soft bodies. But this symbiotic relationship quickly turns parasitic. As the barnacles grow, they burrow deeper into the whale's flesh, causing painful wounds that can become infected, leading to a slow and agonizing demise. The whale, once a powerful predator, now becomes a canvas for these tiny invaders. In the desolate expanse of the Arctic tundra, where the biting winds howl like lost souls, a haunting sight emerges: a white fox, its pristine fur marred by a grotesque affliction. This is not just any ordinary wound. It is a horrific barnacle infestation, a gruesome testament to nature's darker side. As the camera zooms in, the viewer is confronted with the stark reality of this creature's plight. The barnacles, once innocuous marine organisms, have taken root in the fox's flesh, transforming it into a living canvas of suffering. Each barnacle, resembling a grotesque white shell, clings tenaciously to the fox's skin, creating a nightmarish tableau that is both fascinating and repulsive. Barnacles are crustaceans that typically attach themselves to hard surfaces in marine environments. But in this chilling case, they have found an unwelcome host in the vulnerable body of the white fox. The infestation begins when the barnacle larvae, seeking a suitable surface to anchor themselves, latch onto the fox's skin, mistaking it for a rock or a ship's hull. As they mature, they burrow deeper, feeding on the fox's flesh and blood, causing immense pain and suffering. The once agile and proud creature now struggles to move, its body a battleground of infection and decay. Barnacles, with their sharp edges and relentless grip, exacerbate the fox's agony, leading to a slow and torturous demise. This grotesque scenario serves as a chilling reminder of the interconnectedness of life and the often brutal realities of nature. The barnacle infestation is not merely a story of suffering, it reflects the harshness of survival in the wild. The white fox, a symbol of beauty and resilience, is now a victim of circumstance, caught in a web of ecological imbalance. As humans encroach upon natural habitats, the delicate balance of ecosystems is disrupted, leading to unforeseen consequences for both wildlife and the environment. In a darkly humorous twist, one might ponder if barnacles can find a way to thrive on a fox. What's next? A raccoon with a shell collection? Perhaps a deer sporting a barnacle beard? While the thought may elicit a chuckle, it underscores